What is up, you guys? It is your host, Galadon. Thank you so much for stopping by. The Electro Dragon is on the scene, and let me tell you, the hype is absolutely real. You guys were going nuts over the Electro Dragon, and a lot of people had a lot of very strong opinions about it. I wanted to take a little bit of time today and go over some specifics, maybe some dragon tech for you guys to talk about exactly the functionality of how this works and how truly strong it is. Now, we'll get more into the detail about balancing, but right now, here we go. So you've got the Electro Dragon. You know that it's available at Town Hall 11, Barracks level 13, a maximum of 3 upgrades. All the numbers are on the screen for you, except for the amount of damage that it does. That took a little work to try to dig out exactly what this thing does and exactly how it scales. Now, allegedly, the Clash of Clans team posted that the damage reduces 25% after each arc. I've seen numbers that seem to slightly vary from that, but we will get into exactly what those numbers are and what they mean in just a couple of minutes. Overall, the visual reaction, people seem positive. They like the idea of a new troop coming to the air to try to help diversify air attacks a little bit, and I'm looking forward to throwing in the word Electro with like Electro-Lavalunion or Electrolunion or Electro-Minions. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of different, and of course, Electro Dragon spam. Let's just be honest. That's going to happen. I might even try it once or twice. So for now, let's talk about exactly how the Chain Lightning works, striking 5 targets. Developer build, you guys, and absolute annihilation. 5 builder huts go down just like that. So yeah, that's an easy one, obviously. Now, the damage reduces from each arc, but the units have to be within 1 tile, apparently, and the lightning travels only in a straight line. Right here, it goes to the second gold mine, and although the gold mine that is facing to the left of the Electro Dragon was only 1 tile away from its first target, it did not target it, and there you can see that arc does not go to the next gold mine that is 2 spaces away. So you can already see the difference in base designs coming. Lots of players are going to be putting structures on the outside, leaving 2 spaces specifically because this guy, although he does a monstrous amount of damage, he is so extremely slow. It's tedious to watch him attack or for me to talk like that, so I apologize. We'll go ahead and fast forward, but again, you can see if there's no other structure within 1 tile, he is just going to hit 1 target. And he hits that 1 target for that first number of damage. Now, what I'm saying is, he doesn't hit, if he only has 1 target, he doesn't hit that target for more than he would hit if he hits 5 targets like that. That first target will always get hit for the 100%, and then approximately, and I'm saying approximately 25% less hit points for each. So with 3 structures instead of 1, he's going to do the exact same amount of damage, destroying the first gold mine and severely damaging the next 2 until he moves forward and works his way through the rest of the structures. Here we get another look. These obviously much higher hit point structures, and you can see the damage bar after the first set right here as it runs through. Slightly less damage each time. And it currently takes a level 3 Electro Dragon 3 tries at a maxed out storage in order to take it down. Moving on, let's talk about the path of the lightning. It will not double back. And what I mean is right here, you'll notice it goes in 1 direction only and goes down the line, gets 3 structures there, even though there were 5 in the area that were within 1 tile of each other. Then it turns and gets the other 2. So it's important when you're planning an attack, and I guarantee you hardcore war players will plan this out, will calculate it down to the hit point where that lightning is going to go and which structures are going to go down. Now right here, this is just illustrating the slight unpredictability of where it's going to go. Tell me if you predicted that. It's kind of strange the way it skips around. It's not always going to be easy to tell exactly where it's going next. You know that one's striking all 5. See, it doesn't matter which direction the dragon is facing. What matters is the spacement and placement of the spacement? Is that even a... The spacing and placement. The spacement... You know what I'm talking about. Let's move on. Okay, so again, you've got the lightning, kind of hard to see exactly where it's going to go when you've got a lot of structures in the immediate area. Now, obviously, players are going to be spacing things out more in the future than you see now, likely, as long as the Electro Dragon is extremely strong. because you don't want the attacking player to have maximum effect by getting all 5 of those arcs off. And that's what's happening right now, and that's what you're seeing in the dev builds, is these tight bases are getting annihilated because of the amount of damage from one strike, taking out sometimes multiple structures like you saw right there. That time, you've got that boulder effect, where the boulders, balls might strike and take out a building in the back and not take out the building in the front, and that can change the pathing of your whole army. These are things that people are going to need to consider when they're throwing in an Electro Dragon or more than one into their attacking army composition. This next example, trying to show, I was just guessing right here, where is it going to go? Which builder hut does it hit? Did you guess number 2? I didn't. I honestly didn't have any idea. I thought it might go straight. So it doesn't. It went that way, to the left first, to the right, and then we dropped in the dragon from a slightly different angle. So he's facing a different direction and went after that same builder hut right there. And the order, pretty much the same. We're going to go from the bottom this time. Check it out, as the attacker is coming from the bottom, same thing. So again, this part is going to be perhaps predictable in the future, but remember you guys, right now I'm still using the developer build, so even these numbers could change. I just kind of wanted to show the behavior of the arcs, this chain lightning. It does look super cool, and it is truly going to be hard to predict. Now next up, I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out exactly how many hit points in a level 3 Electro Dragon's strike, and we did it this way. I've got a level 13 archer tower, 1050 hit points, and goes down in one shot. So you know that that Electro Dragon level 3, its first arc is going to be at least 1050 hit points. Level 11 cannon up next with 1060, and it survives. So there is your range between 1050, 1060 points of damage from that first arc. And then we went through and we upgraded all sorts of other structures to varying levels until we got to the exact tolerance. We got to a point where I could have one Electro Dragon destroy all 5 of the structures, and then finally, when the Electro Dragon couldn't destroy any of the structures, we had a range nailed down. I will put that range for all 5 bolts up on the screen. It is not precisely a 25% range of reduction of damage, and again, this is the developer build, numbers may change, but that is what it is for right now. Now we went ahead and put the Electro Dragon in some other interesting positions in the game. How about level 3 Electro Dragon versus maxed out 5-star Town Hall 12? This one interesting. Go ahead and see if you can predict what is going to happen here as 2 brand new units or improvements to Clash of Clans go head to head. The maxed out Electro Dragon, the maxed out Town Hall 12. It is a super close battle, and it looks like our Electro Dragon is going to come out ahead. Indeed, just barely survives, and then he goes down to the Giga Tesla's bomb, and it's a tie, 1-1. All right, let's check out an Electro Dragon versus, yes, a clan castle stuffed, overflowing with minions. Absolute absolute. It's bad for this Electro Dragon, and the Electro Dragon's lightning does take them out, but he goes down quickly to a mass of small units. So you're thinking, Galadon, what about witches? Here you go. The witches spawn the skeletons, which are not moving, cannot attack the dragon, and this is where the surprising result happens. That chain lightning is going to arc through the skeletons and target the witches. So if the witches are not generating more skeletons because there's other targets in the area, then they're actually surprisingly ineffective against an Electro Dragon. He gets right through all of the witches and eventually annihilates the clan castle building itself. All right, one last confrontation. We've got dragon on dragon action right here, you guys. Electro Dragon versus Electro Dragon. And this one actually did not have consistent results. It depends upon the targeting. If you saw there, the attacking Electro Dragon took an extra moment to lock on to the defending Electro Dragon. That gave the defending Electro Dragon an early strike and a big advantage right there. When they go head to head and they attack each other at the precise same moment, then, well, here you go. the defending dragon pops out. You can see they're going to lock targets at the same time and drop their first strike at the same time. So you would think, well, this means that they're going to both go down at the same time, right? Well, somebody has a very slight timing advantage, and right there, the attacking dragon gets the advantage, gets the strike off a split second before the defending dragon, and the lightning was not enough to take it out. So yes, there's a lot to be learned from this Electro Dragon. It is going to be expensive to get trained up. It does take 24 minutes to train one, but as you can see, the DPS isn't precise. And the reason that is because you see a DPS number on the troop information screen, but that is damage per second. And so if the Electro Dragon were to attack one time every second, that would be the amount that one strike does. But it doesn't attack one time per second. It attacks something like one time per 3.5 seconds, or 3 1/3 seconds, or 3.2. It's something like that around there. It's hard to say. We may at some point know the precise numbers. For now, we do not. But nonetheless, the Electro Dragon is going to be on the scene, and it is going to be extremely strong. So what does this mean? Well, first of all, you're not going to see a great deal of players with a level 3 Electro Dragon right off the bat. But you might see Galadon with one if you watch the live stream. But what I'm saying is, it's not going to be a common sighting out there in the game. But what is likely to happen is that as more players reach that level 3 Electro Dragon, then you're likely going to see a change in the meta as far as base designs that are currently focused on stopping ground attacks to stop air, but that may not be enough either. Then you might see a slight toning down of the Electro Dragon in the future. Now, personally, I would rather see it like this than the opposite. I mean, the last thing you want is for a troop to come out and it to be boring, it to be lackluster, nobody to want to use it because it's just not strong enough. So I think that it's just more likely that Supercell and the Clash of Clans team is going to bring in a unit that's a little bit strong. If you guys have been playing this game for a while, and I know many of you out there have, you know the history, okay? The Bowler, the Miner, the Witch, and all the way back to the Hog Rider. These units, when they first arrived in Clash of Clans, were very, very strong, and eventually had to be turned down a notch or two. And I would not be surprised if we saw that change coming to the Electro Dragon in the future. Now, this attack went pretty well. That single target Inferno, though, that is going to cause some problems. We're going to run low on time. We don't have a lot of units left. It looks like maybe Galadon is going to pull the 3, but there you can see the Archer Queen gets through the single target Inferno, but we just don't have the time. I waited too long to drop the Battle Ram and to drop in the heroes. Probably would have been a good idea to send in the Battle Ram and the heroes at the same time. And sure enough, one more time, Galadon almost pulling out the 3-star against the maxed out Town Hall 12. But I'm going to run out of time, and yes, there you go. It's going to be a 95% 2-star, and things, they're going to be tough out there. So thank you guys for watching, and let me know down in the comments what you guys think and what other episodes you would like to see in the near future. You're the true #Galafam. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Value every moment, because remember, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today's a gift. That's why they call it the present. Love you all, and I hope to see every last one of you back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, you know what's missed, right? Your breath, man. What have you been doing? Chewing on an old shoe?